folks, it's Nessa here from Infinitely Zero's channel. Just wanted to show you real quick my different makes for this month, as well as the yarn of the month from Darn Good Yarns for the month of September. This is the yarn. It's really pretty, but it's a lot lighter than the picture that they showed for the spoiler. So this month's yarn is the Olympian Odyssey, which is a DK weight, which is a number 3 weight yarn, recycled silk. It's they recommend US 6 4mm knitting needles or a 5mm H8 crochet hook. It's 50 grams or 135 yards, 1.8 ounces or 123 meters, and it's hand wash. And it came with a pin of an olive leaf, which is pretty cool. So that's what the pin looks like. That's the extra gift. My subscription comes with the 3 cakes of the yarn. So it says, welcome to Athens. Experience the allure of Greece's stunning scenery with Santorini breeze, a captivating creation in DK weight recycled silk. Embrace the rich azure blues and warm cerulean hues that reflect the tranquil beauty of Greek landscapes. Let this yarn transport you to the magical realms of Greece, encouraging you to discover the vibrant waters and radiant tones that have inspired this exquisite yarn. So it has like a yellow that's really light, like almost cream, with an off-white, a light blue, and a darker blue. So these are what the other 2 cakes look like. It's kind of dark in this room, so I'm sorry about that. It came with their little book, which has a 35% off coupon. The same story. It talks about the designers. You know, there's that blurb. The crochet pattern that comes free is the Athena Twisted Cowl, which is 1.5 skeins to do it. And they say the same thing for the knit one, but it's a lot bigger than a cowl. I'd say it's almost like a Mobius wrap. Yeah. So that was that. And then I wanted to show, I was able to get this kit with it, which comes out, you can add things for that month for the subscription, so that came out a bit cheaper, so that was cool. And I wanted to show my soap sacks before I ship them off. Sorry, that came out like a little messy pile. So I talked about them in a different video. I managed to do 4 more last night. So I have a total of 8 that I'm going to ship off. And this is partly with the campaign with Tiffany Hansen and the Soap Sacks organization. This was for the month of September, so if you're doing this, you need to put it in the mail and hopefully ship it soon, because the deadline is postmarked by the end of September. I was going to make a few more, but I was kind of done. I did 4 yesterday. So all the patterns for these that I made are on the soapsacks.com website, which is free, and that's a nonprofit organization that donates these to places in need. If you send your soap sack to the Soap Sacks organization, they provide a new, clean, and its own, you know, in the new carton bar of soap with each soap sack to the place that they donate. If you decide to donate your soap sacks locally, which is fine, they ask to please enclose your own bar of soap with that, and it has to be a new bar of soap within its original packaging in the carton, not open. So yeah, so these were made with 100% cotton. I think it can either be 100% cotton or a cotton acrylic blend. This yarn was donated, I believe it was by Cascade Yarns, while I was at the crochet retreat with Tiffany Hansen back in August in Denver. So this was the granny square one. It didn't come out as good as some of the other ones. This was a little cat one that I did, but I didn't make the face for it. These were the V-stitch ones. I like that one the best. It worked up kind of quick for me. And I decided to do solid bottoms. That's another V-stitch one. This one I kind of ran out of yarn, but it doesn't matter. And these were the pretty dragonfly ones. I really like the dragonfly ones that I did too. So yeah, so that's what I did. I'm gonna put it in the mail, hopefully ship it out tomorrow. So it'll be postmarked by tomorrow. And then I can't remember if I had shown some of these, but I had finished making this poncho this month. This was Fiber Spiders. I think it's like Peep something. It was one of his recent video tutorials that he just put out. This was done with Lion Brand Mandala yarn, colorway Centaur. I had a lot left over. It was the bonus yarn. It was really quick to make, nice. I think I used the 5mm crochet hook. I can't remember. So yeah, so that's that one. I used the rest of that alpaca yarn that I had, the big cake, and I made this shawl. This is from Crystal from BagODayCrochet, but I can't remember the pattern, the name of the pattern right now. This was the yarn arts, flowers of alpaca. It's colored, the color is 434. This was towards the end of the color. The beginning of the color is the pink. I hadn't shown that pink shawl that I did with the other part of that cake. So yeah, it's a two-way yarn, but it's really like a 3. It's really the thickness of a 3, I would say. It's a little thicker than a 2. And I can't remember right now the size hook that I used, but yeah, just refer to her pattern and she'll let you know. And it's like hand wash, lay flat to dry. Yeah, they recommend an E4 3.5mm hook. I used something way bigger. I think it was an H or something that I used. And this yarn is 20% alpaca, 80% acrylic. It's 250 grams or 940 meters, which is 1,028 yards pretty much, or 8.80 ounces. I had gotten this in a mystery box from Crystal from BagODayCrochet, so I thought it was pretty cool to make 2-over patterns with it. I also finished the Beauty Runs Deep blanket. I'm going to try to put a picture of that blanket within this video, but if not, I showed it in my previous video where I had it laying on the back of the sofa. That came out really nice, and I added my own border to it. And I also just finished on Friday this beautiful poncho. This one's called Poetic Twist. This is also one of Crystal BagODayCrochet's patterns. It came out really lovely. This is my first like big cable project that I actually did, and it came out okay. I added more rows to the collar. I added 3 more rows of single crochet, and I added 2 rows on the bottom extra. And I did reduce the hook size because I decided to go with non-furry, non-fuzzy yarn, and I went with the heathered yarn. So I used a 5.5, I think I did, 5.5mm crochet hook for this, just because I crochet looser. Or maybe I used the 6mm. I'm sorry, I think I used the 6mm crochet hook. Anyways, you can figure out what works better for you with your tension. I also did the trick that she mentions where you do the 2 together double crochet stitches before and after the cables so that there's less gaps. So I'm really happy with how it came out. And I used 2 whole skeins and a little bit of a 3rd skein. So I would say it takes more than 1,000 yards, at least how big I made it. And I used the Hirschner's Worsted 8 Heathers yarn. The colorway I used is Fossil. And this is 100% acrylic yarn, 489 yards. I'm sure you're sick of me saying the specs for this yarn all the time. And it's 8 ounces or 226 grams. Yeah, and they recommend a 5.5 I9 crochet hook. And the knitting needle they recommend is a US 7 knitting needle, size 7 knitting needle. So yeah, so that's everything I wanted to show you. I'm really happy that I did this. Just wanted to do a nice little quick video. And I just haven't been feeling well. So, okay folks, so that's everything. If you like the content on my channel, please click like and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. And if you're new, thanks so much for coming. And yeah, bye. Have a great night or day.